Mix them up, guys. Again, there's too many pulls in this dang box. We'll mix them all up. The only other way I could really do is if I take every single one of them out. But let's put some of these. So these over here. Put some of these in the back. Put some of these ones. Take them up to the front. Let me get the mic over here. And we're starting it out with Ryan Chapman. 2 for Chapman. Got Kyle Trask and Levi O for Chapman. Chad Heasley for 2. One and 2 for Chad. Drew Brees, Touchdown Masters, and Alvin Kamara for Chad Heasley. Terry Steck for 1. De'Ami Brown, Playoff Rook for Terry. Ryan Chapman for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Chapman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Chapman. We got Okuda, Gordon, Young, Fitzpatrick, Kamara, and De'Ami Brown on the Rook for Chapman. Steven Scragg for 2. One and 2 for Steve. We got Chase Young on the green foil and an Ichiro Headliners refractor for Steven Scragg. Terry Steck for 2. 1 and 2 for Terry. Antonio Gibson, pink rook, and a Jarrett Patterson, a gold foil. Going to Terry Steck. Brett Carman for 2. 1 and 2 for Brett. De'Ami Brown, kickoff, and a Rondale Moore for Brett Carman. Cody Mulcahy for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Cody. Jarrett Patterson, Jerry Rice, and Brandon Ayuk for Cody. Joe Holloway for 2. 1 and 2 for Joe. We got Peyton Turner, a Cornell Powell, a lot of black for Joe Holloway. Terry Steck for 1. Antonio Gibson, optic or rated rookie for Terry Steck. Steven Scragg for 2. 1 and 2 for Steven. Najee Harris on their rookie and a Big Ben postseason highlights for Steven Scragg. Robert Kennedy for 1. Adrian Peterson, green prism for Robert Kennedy. Ryan Chapman for 1. Antonio Gandy, golden for Chapman. Vito Cipriano for 1. Pedri out of Museum Collection for Vito. Terry Steck for 3. 1, 2, and 3 for Terry. We got Xavi, Alessandro Del Piero, and a Tony Pollard to 125 going to Terry Steck. Austin Dysert for 1. Nick Bonito, White Sparkle Prism Rookie. Going to Austin Dysert. That's it there, Austin. Derek Schwenk for 3. One, 2, and 3 for Derek. We've got DeMarvin Leal on the silver. DJ LeMahieu, little triple. Got a Topps Tribute to 199 and a George Pickens for Derek Schwenk. Terry Steck for 2. 1 and 2 for Terry. Nick Chubb, Photogenic, and Aaron Donald for Terry Steck. Joe Holloway for 1. Ken Griffey Jr., Headliners. Steven Scragg for 2. 1 and 2 for Steven. Got Trey Sermon and Damon Arnett. Ibi Muhammad for 1. Good luck, Ibi. Juju for Ibi. Chris Campbell for 1. And Jerry Rice, Unbreakable for Chris Campbell. Terry Steck for 3. 1, 2, and 3 for Terry. We got Drew Lock, Elway, and Jeffrey Simmons goal line for Terry Steck. Brett Carmen for 1. I think Brett's already got a pile. No, not yet. Swear he does. Yeah, he does. I'm blind. Brett Carmen for 1. Derrick Henry, bang. For Brett Carmen. Grant Whitley for 2. 1 and 2 for Grant. Jordan Davis on the rookie ticket auto. And a Tyree Wilson. 101 autograph going to Grant Whitley. Nice hit there, Grant. Ryan Chapman for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Chapman. Got Freddie Freeman on the refractor. Petty French Fries, Taysom Hill, pink, and a Jalen Hurd silver prism for Chapman. Steven Scragg for 2. 1 and 2. Davis Mills and Trey Sermon for Steven Scragg. Josh Cox for 1. Kwity Paye, kickoff rookie for Josh Cox. Ryan Chapman for 1. Kenny Moore, highlights for Ryan Chapman. George Shearer for 1. Good luck, George. Davis Mills, absolute rookie for George. And Lyle Zobel for 1. Hunter Long on the Absolute Rook for Lyle Zobel. Grant Whitley for 3. 1, 2, and 3 for Grant. Edwards E. Lair. Jamal Charles Legarius Sneed for Grant Whitley. Ryan Chapman for 1. Mookie Betts Headliners Refractor for Chapman. Jason Walter for 1. Isaiah Jackson on the Selector Rookie for Jason. George Shearer for 1. Malik Willis Sweet Level Rookie for George. Josh Cox for 1. Sam Howell on the Optic Rook. Going to Josh Cox. Tom Hall for 4. Good luck, Tom. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Tom. Got Le'Veon Bell Extra Points. Chase Claypool Silver, Claypool Rookie, and a Reggie Bush Orange for Tom Hall. Brett Carmen for 4. 2, 3, and 4 for Brett. Mookie Betts Headliners. Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and a Scary Terry for Brett Carmen. Ryan Chapman for 2. 1 and 2 for Chapman. We got Tibbs and Jalen Hurts for Chapman. Joe Holloway for 2. 1 and 2 for Joe. We got AJ Green and $100 in break credit. Going to Joe Holloway. Congrats, Joe. Add that to your account right after the video. Tom Hall for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Tom Hall. TJ Warren Tricolor. Sauce. Jermichael Hasty. Cesar Ruiz Silver. All going to Tom Hall. Grant Whitley for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Grant. Got Joe Montana, Sonny Gray, Kyler Murray, and Alvin Kamara Orange Ice for Grant. Derek Schwenk for 1. Deebo Samuel out of Chronicles for Derek Schwenk. Tom Hall for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Tom Hall. Anthony McFarland Jr. Nico Collins, NT to 99 on the nice 3-color patch. Elijah Molden, Jerry Rice, Taysom Hill, D-Hop, Michael Thomas, and a Carson Strong Prism. RPA to 99. Nice hits there for Tom Hall. Tim McPherson for 2. 1 and 2 for Tim. Got Richard Sherman and an Alec Pierce for Tim McPherson. Terry Steck for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Terry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Terry Steck. Jimmy G, Davis Mills, Jerry Rice, Fred Warner, Davis Mills, and Patty French Fries. Going to Terry Steck. Grant Whitley for 2. 1 and 2 for Grant. Got Malik Willis Orange Flamethrowers. /99 and a Zach Harrison. Here come the boom auto. 4 out of 7 going to Grant. Brett Carmen for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Brett Carmen. We got LaVisca. Ian Book, Michael Thomas on the purple, and Antonio Gibson for Brett Carmen. Mario Martinez for 4. Good luck, Mario. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Mario. Come on, you. 2, 3, and 4 for Mario Martinez. Good luck, Mario. Racy McMath, Reuben Foster. Up and comer, Averson Arteaga on the autograph. And a Patty Mahomes Rising Suns for Mario Martinez. Ethan Lee for 1. Good luck, Ethan. Breece Hall on the Phoenix Red Laser rookie to 150. Going to Ethan Lee. Nice hit, Ethan. Joe Holloway for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay up. 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. He's going to Joe Holloway, Chase Young, Trey Sermon, Derrick Henry, Puka Nakua on the Leaf Metal Auto, 1 of 1 on the Puka. Ian Book, Jamar Chase, Gandy Golden, and Antonio Gibson. All going to Joe Holloway. Nice 101 auto there. Richard Asset. I can never pronounce your last name, Richard. I apologize. Atchset for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Richard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Richard. We got Drew Brees Mosaic. Focus up, man. Come on, there we go. Primo, Duarte, Garrett Wilson on the rookie. Derrick Henry, Davis Mills, Javon Curse, and Ken Griffey Jr. refractor. Going to Richard. Steven Scragg for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Steven Scragg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Dez Fitzpatrick, Racy McMath, Caleb Farley, Gandy Golden, Matt Corral on the silver optic. TJ Watt, Steve Young, and Tony Pollard to 299 out of optic. Going to Steven Scragg. Ryan Chapman for 2. 1 and 2 for Chapman. 1 and 2. Got Brandon Ayuk on the rookie. And Antonio Brown for Ryan Chapman. Grant Whitley for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 for Grant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. For Grant Whitley, good luck. Elena Deladon on the green prism. Jordan Walsh, 7 out of 50 out of Inception. George Kittle, Logan Thomas, Trey Sermon, Edwards E. Lair, Kittle, Freddie Freeman, Refractor. Jerome Bettis, Trayvon Walker, and Scary Terry Bradshaw. Going to Grant Whitley. Tim Boville for 2. Good luck, Timmy. 1 and 2 for Boville. Got TJ Logan, Panini Rook, and a Frank Darby for Boville. Russell Morgan for 2. One and 2 for Russell Morgan. We got Bo Naylor on the Rook and Antonio Gandy Golden for Russell Morgan. Ryan Chapman for 1. Brandon Boston Jr., rookie for Chapman. Russ Morgan for 8. Russ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Russell Morgan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Russell Morgan. Sweet card here for you, Russell. How about Jim Palmer to 199 on the ink? Out of Tribute. Sweet card. On to Russell Morgan. Zaven Collins, Trey Sermon, Raheem Lane, Marvin Mims. 17 out of 26, Marco Simonovic, and Brandon Ayuk. All going to Russell Morgan. This is Pam Maynard for 2. Pam Maynard. 1 and 2 for Pam. Got Brandon Ayuk and Isaiah Simmons for Pam Maynard. Steven Scragg for 1. Pavel Nedved at a museum collection for Steven Scragg. Josh Cottrell for 1. I think that's Bob's writing. Darius Garland on the PSA 9 slab. Gold, clearly Donruss rookie. Going to Josh Cottrell. Nice hit there, Josh. Spencer Smith for 1. Good luck, Spence. Antonio Gandy Golden on the Prism Rook for Spencer Smith. Steven Scragg for 8. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you. Don't you fall over. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Steven Scragg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Steven Scragg. Here we go. We got Tim Couch on the Rook. Kevin Johnson, Enos Smith, 4 out of 4 on the ink. Simmons, Big Ben, Montez Sweat, Green Prism, Taylor and Cortland Sutton for Steven Scragg. Russell Morgan for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Russell Morgan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Russell Morgan. We got PS2. Penny Sewell. John Elway for the ages. Kyle Trask. Corey Kiner. 1 out of 5 on the ink. Javante. PS2 and PS2 for Russell Morgan. Brett Carmen for 2. 1 and 2 for Brett. We got Pete Warner. Xavier Worthy. So Money on the auto. 2 out of 5 going to Brett Carmen. Nice up there, Brett. Ryan Chapman for 2. 1 and 2 for Chapman. How about $100 in break credit and a Justin Herbert to 99, both going to Ryan Chapman. Nice hit there, Chapman. Again, I'll add those to your account right after this video. Russell Morgan for 2. 1 and 2 for Russ Morgan. We got Johnny Manziel on the Rook and a Jerry Rice Mosaic for Russell Morgan. Grant Whitley for 1. Pete Warner kickoff rookie for Grant. Steven Scragg for 2. 1 and 2 for Steven. Got J.K. Dobbins orange and a Miguel Cabrera. Going to Steven Scragg. Craig Southard for 1. Good luck, Craig. To 125, Marshawn Lattimore on the purple prism for Craig. Joe Holloway for 1. Daniel Rodriguez to 99 on the UFC Select Relic. Going to Joe Holloway. Robert Kennedy for 1. Daryl Taylor, Prism Rook for Robert Kennedy. Robert already had a pile. My apologies, Robert. David Harris for 1. Don't think David has a pile yet. Good luck, David. Jake Matthews, Silver, UFC Prism Auto. Going to David Harris. Good, David. Chad Heasley for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Chad. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Chad Heasley. We got Rondale Moore, Isaiah Simmons, LeBron James tricolor, and a J.J. Watt for Chad. Steven Scragg for 8. The 1, 2 from the back. Scoot these over in order. We already got 2. We need 6 more for Steven Scragg. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Going to Steven Scragg. DeAndre Swift, Drew Brees, Keyshawn Vaughn. There's a nice one for you, Steve. 3 out of 3, Devin Achane. On the ink, so money. Zach Bond, Deron Sharp, Peyton Manning on the green, and a Clyde Edwards-Helaire for Steven Scragg. Again, Steve's a Dolphins fan. It's a good hit for him. Terry Steck for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Terry. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Terry Steck. Got Jamin Davis, Devin Bush, Colin Schooler, Henry Ruggs, Ross Blacklock, Will Fuller, and Gerson to $2.99 on the ink for Terry Steck. Grant Whitley for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Grant Whitley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for Grant Whitley. Mecole Hardman, Fred Warner, Alex Smith, Drew Brees, Cesar Malik Cunningham, Armed and Dangerous. That is 8 out of 8. Trey Sermon and Antonio Gandy Golden. I'll go into Grant Whitley. Chad Heasley for 2. 1 and 2 for Chad. Got JaMycal Hasty and Larry Johnson for Chad. Kyle Bridges for 1. Javon Kinlaw on the Mosaic Rook for Kyle. Ryan Chapman for 2. 1 and 2 for Chapman. Got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Yellow Ice, and an Ian Book. Purple Stars rookie auto, 23 out of 50. I sit there for Chapman. Steven Scragg for 1. Joe Mauer, dual out of Tribute, 95 out of 99 for Steven Scragg. I sit there, Steve. Josh Stant for 1. Josh Paschal to 125. Going to Josh Stant. Grant Whitley for 2. 1 and 2 for Grant. Cordero Patterson, orange, and a Keenan Allen, blue. Both out of Optic, both going to Grant Whitley. Neil Mallett for 2. 1 and 2 for Neil. Got Najee Harris, orange laser to 75, and Federico Chiesa for Neil Mallett. Ryan Chapman for 2. 1 and 2 for Chapman. Giancarlo Ramos and a Kamaru Usman tricolor for Chapman. Chad Heasley for 2. 1 and 2 for Chad. Got Dijon Kuluveski and Elijah Moore, orange to 249. Those both going to Chad Heasley. Kyle Bridges for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Kyle. Got Bilal Muhammad on the silver ink. Michael Morales to 199. Tim Anderson and a Henry Ruggs silver for Kyle Bridges. Tim Boville for 1. A Monra St. Brown tricolor out of Select to 199 going to Timmy B. I know you had a pile, Tim. You're up there. There we go. Steven Scragg for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for Steven. Gosh dang it. Stupid packs. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for Steven Scragg. Kene Owangwu out of Prism to 149. Davis Mills on the auto. Goddard, $100 in break credit. Zion, Hutchinson, Buxton, and Elijah Moore, rookie to 175. I'll go into Steven Scragg. Again, nice hit there on the break cred. Steve, I'll add those right to your account after this video. Grant Whitley for 2. 1 and 2 for Grant. Tristan Wirfs, purple prism to 225, and an Ivy Nile. Mojo 4 out of 7. Nice hit there for Grant. Vito Cipriano for 1. Good luck, Vito. Pavel Nedved to 99. Going to Vito. Ryan Chapman for 2. 1 and 2 for Chapman. Michael Grove refractor auto and an Austin Riley. Going to Ryan Chapman. Tom Hall for 1. Federico Chiesa for Tom Hall. Josh Stant for 1. Adam Thielen to 99 out of Prism for Josh Stant. Steven Scragg for 1. Christopher Vazina, 3 out of 3 on the ink for Steven Scragg. Brett Carman for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Brett Carman. Trey Sermon, Trey Lance, Cooper Kupp to 250, and Cooper Kupp to 199 going to Brett Carman. Steven Scragg for 2. 1 and 2 for Steve. Got Phil Foden at a museum. And a Drew Bledsoe for Steven Scragg. Tom Hall for 2. 1 and 2 for Tom. Derek Brown, red optic to 99. And a Trayvon Morig going to Tom Hall. Grant Whitley for 1. Brian Edwards for Grant. Ryan Chapman for 1. Dak Prescott. Boville for 1. Luka Sucic. Museum collection for Boville. Tom Hall for 1. Hassan Haskins on the lava to 175 for Tom Hall. Josh Stant for 1. Zeke. Terry Steck for 1. CeeDee Lamb. Paulie Watoon for 2. 1 and 2 for Paulie. Good luck, Paulie. 1 and 2. To 50, Enzo Fernandez at a museum collection on the Rook, and a Davis Mills to 299 for Paulie Watoon. Oh, Vito had another one over there. Made 2 piles for Vito too. Chad Heasley for 1. Adam Thielen to 199 for Chad Heasley. Grant Whitley for 1. Come on, stupid packs. Stay up there. Josh Jacobs Lava to 175 for Grant Whitley. Tom Hall for 2. 1 and 2 for Tom. Got Daryl Taylor and Oscar Gonzalez. Going to Tom Hall. Ibi Muhammad for 1. Ibby's already got it. Ibby, we got Chris Carson on the silver for Ibby. Tom Hall for 2. 1 and 2 for Tom. Got Chase Claypool and Jaquan Brisker to 250. Both those going to Tom Hall. Terry Steck for 2. 1 and 2 for Terry. Keontae Ingram to 250 and a Jameson Williams for Terry Steck. Paulie Watoon for 2. 1 and 2 for Paulie. De'Ami Brown. Woody for 1. Jerry Jeudy at a playoff for Woody. Terry Steck for 2. 1 and 2 for Terry. Got Taysom Hill and Jamal Adams Rising Suns for Terry Steck. Tom Hall for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Tom. Got Lamar Jackson. Jamar Chase to 150. Kenny Pickett, a rookie rising to 125. That's a nice card. And Bateman on the silver die cut. Last packs going to Paulie Watoon. We've got PS2 and Desmond Ritter on the Optic Rook. And guys, that's the pull box for the night. That is the pull box. Again, that's going to do it for me tonight. We will see you guys mañana. I'll be here at 8 o'clock. We will see you then. Fresh bundles will be on the site tomorrow. Fresh early birds may already be on there. Check them out. Everyone have a safe night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.